joining the show right now. He's the Republican candidate for mayor in the great city of Danbury. We are joined by Dean Esposito. What's up, Dean?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
I was hoping it was Dean. I wasn't sure there what number I was dialing.
Sometimes it's like a Martian, they tell me, my cell phone, but I hope it's coming through fine.
You're fine. You're
great.
fine.
You're great.
Great.
So we asked the same question to Roberto earlier, and it's something that I've been asking. I asked the candidates in Brookfield. I actually want Ethan to ask the question.
Yeah. You, of course, running for mayor. What do you think are maybe the top 2 or 3 most important issues?
Well, Ethan, that's a great question because we're asked that every single day. And it's an issue that we face every day. Obviously, education, as I heard earlier, is a big issue. You know, Danbury has some of the finest schools in the state. We've had over 5 schools of recognition, and we got maybe 19 schools total. So the city of Danbury has a quality education system. But, of course, with the COVID and the influx of new people, we need more space, and we're looking at that every day. Now, obviously, we don't sit back and wait for that to happen. We have foresight. We look into different options, maybe renting, maybe buying pre-existing buildings. But that's where we're at this point because we're running out of land. But education's crucial. And then we've kept taxes so low that people are flowing into the city every day to live here because it's a quality of life issue. You know, we have jobs. We've had over, I think last year alone, 1,000 new businesses open in Danbury, and that's from corporations and worldwide headquarters to, restaurants and small stores. So that's a huge issue. And infrastructure as well. We're doing a $10 million upgrade to Main Street to help move that forward. You see the green is in process right now, downtown green. And we're looking to put all new sidewalks, new lighting, new trees down Main Street to enhance the look there and, help the businesses down there get back on their feet.
If, memory serves correct, and it was only 10 minutes ago, Roberto said, vote for me because we won't kick the can down the road on education. I could be paraphrasing a little bit. How do you react to that?
Well, that's a standard question when you don't know what the issue is. Unfortunately, Mr. Alves is a great guy. He's been on the council for a few months, I guess, maybe 10 or 20 months now. But the reality is Danbury is a shining star of Connecticut. We all know that. The facts speak for themselves, right? Danbury is one of the most popular cities in the United States, actually. We're the most diverse city. We're the safest city. We have low taxes. So we're doing things right here, and I don't care what anybody says. You have to look at the facts of what's happening here in the city of Danbury, and common sense will tell you that Danbury is the place to be, and we're doing things right here. And as the next mayor, I'll continue to do things right. Yeah,
the growth is like, I've never seen anything like this.
I know, it's amazing.
It's exponential. I mean, people are constantly...
It doesn't happen by accident, gentlemen. It doesn't happen by accident. It comes with good, strong, foresight, money management, and keeping things moving in the right direction.
Now, does anybody know, and I kind of asked this earlier, does anybody know when it's projected to slow down? I mean, every day there's somebody new moving to Danbury. I'm going to be priced right out of the city. I'll tell you what right now.
Exactly. I mean, we all hear the stories. The people put their house on the market today and it's sold tomorrow. It's like the old Honda salesman. I'll take it. They pay higher price. They offer more money because Danbury is doing things right in the entire state and the country. As you can see, we're number one in a lot of different areas, and I'm proud to say I've been a part of that, and I'm going to continue that effort to move the city forward.
Tell people about your role in the city prior to this, real quick.
Actually, I'm still doing that role with the main man, as we all know, Joe Cavo, who's a great guy who stepped up and took on the challenge of being mayor of this city, and I'm so proud of him. He's an excellent guy, but I'm chief of staff to Joe. I've been chief of staff to Mayor Bowens for the last 6-8 years. And that's a position where I manage the interior operations of the city, city hall and the staff if there's any issues. But we meet every day. We talk about anything that's, facing the city. As you know, we've had some flooding issues. We faced those head on. Today, we realized that we have to take some major steps and resolve these problems, these hotspots. But as second in command, I like to say that, but I don't know if it's official right on the books. But as chief of staff and the right-hand man to the mayor, I'm feeling confident that I'm the right person at the right time to step up and continue running the city because I have the experience. I got over 30 years experience in this public service as a councilman, as city clerk, as different positions throughout the city. And I'm confident that I can move the city forward in the next, coming up.
So you being Mayor Cavo's right-hand man, can you update for us how the building is going on Main Street of that new complex?
The one, the old News Times area?
Yes, that one. What is it, Brookfield Commons too? Brookfield.
Yeah. That building is facing the same challenges as everything else. I mean, it's been moving forward pretty rapidly, and then the brakes hit, right, when COVID hit.
Yeah.
Now getting materials is it's a challenge.
Yeah, I hear about materials from all of my guys in construction that listen to the show and friends of mine, like between supply chain and limited amount of materials, it's hard to get the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the cost, I got to tell you, Lou, unfortunately, with high demand comes high price, too, because if you went to Home Depot recently and bought a piece of plywood or a 2x4, the price increased so dramatically because of that, unfortunately.
Well, I'm going to live in that building because I'm going to get them to work with me, and I'm going to endorse, and I'm going to sell units, and I'm going to live there, on the arm.
All right, sure.
You're an entrepreneur, Lou. I got to tell you, you're an entrepreneur.
Let me ask you a question, a selfish question, actually.
Okay.
I live in New Fairfield and have now for the past 42 years. If you become mayor and we keep speaking with you, is there a way that you can get me into the like a season pass to the pool on the second floor of the apartment?
Well, I was just going to say that I did hear there was going to be a pool there, and it's like the biggest draw in the whole city. You can sit on a lounge chair next to the pool and watch the cars go by on Main Street. So, Ethan, if there's any opportunity for me to move you into that place or get a pass to the pool, I'll do my best.
That's not a no.
And we wanted to give you an opportunity because we asked a pop culture question to Roberto. What maybe is your favorite TV show? And we'll do one of these types of questions each week. But what's your favorite TV show?
My staff up here cracks on me because I like old school. Like, believe it or not, I can go home and relax and watch a few shows of Hogan's Heroes.
Right.
Believe it or not, and Andy Griffin, which is one of my favorites. And I got to tell you, when I'm feeling down in the dumps, I watch Little House on the Prairie. Believe it or not,
Whoa!
It brings tears to my eyes every time, and it gives me a good, solid feeling of what's the right thing to do.
Now, this is funny that you mentioned Hogan's Heroes. So Bob Crane, this is a little-known fact, who played Colonel Robert, whatever the hell, I'm too young. So Bob Crane had a very odd life and some seedy, behind-the-scenes type stuff. He actually happens to be the cousin of our former employee, Eric Senich, and he looks like him.
Wow.
And is there any Colonel Clinks around there?
No, we do not have any. Hey, Dean, we appreciate your time as always, and we'll check in with you again next week. Thanks for doing it.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Sure enough. Bye-bye.
Dean Esposito.